I think what's really unique about this research program and the conference is the timing and the framing. So the timing of the research itself, which happened just in the immediate aftermath of the COVID crisis, and then subsequent crisis also sort of happened. So I think that kind of a timing is really important to capture missed opportunities, which I think is really important for policymaking, because taking a longer-term horizon, many of these missed opportunities are gone. So you have a truncated sample to basically look at promising opportunities there. So from that point of view, I think it's really, really interesting. The second is, of course, we are having the conference right now, which is almost 4 years after the first COVID lockdown happened. And I think 4 years in many ways appear to be short, but in our psychology, it seems to be a very long time as well. So I think taking advantage of that that type of a vantage point, I think is also very unique. And I think lastly, the conference brings together, I think most interestingly, a lot of young researchers. And I think that particularly, and I think there's a session which I think is the most exciting session of this conference in many ways, is a session with young people of Bangladesh who actually emerged as extremely important actors during this COVID crisis. And I think listening to them, listening to how their experiences can be supported more effectively in the future. Bangladesh has taken digital opportunities very seriously, and we see it also in the Smart Bangladesh ambition. But I think there's a real need to look at this very, very critically. And I think social science has a lot to contribute in ensuring that these digital promises are truly not only inclusive, but not exclusionary and not damaging, because I think these are not symmetrical concepts. Just by making something more inclusive doesn't mean that we can reduce the adverse incorporation threats that these type of technologies may actually have. And there's a particular sexiness to these type of digital solutions, and it can lead to adventurism that can be quite costly as well. So I think taking that very critical social science perspective, where we look at power and politics and resource allocation and attention allocation carefully to really ensure that the digital promises are really promising, I think is an extremely exciting agenda that is emerging from this conference, and I think something that certainly from BIGD we would like to explore and take forward.